morning, my dear children. Last two classes, we already discussed about two parts of the plant. Can you tell me what are the stem and the root? Yes. Today we are going to discuss about another important part of the plant. I'll give you a clue, then tell me what it is. That part is known as the kitchen of the plant. And I could see someone telling the answer. Not only that, I will give you one more clue. That part is green in color. Yes, absolutely right. It is the leaf. So today we are going to discuss about what? About the leaf. So just observe this leaf. Hope you can see it very clearly. Yes. So the leaf, it is very thin. You know, it is not thick. You all have touched the leaf, you have seen the leaf. So you all know that leaves are not that much thick. They are thin and the shape, see, it's a flat. It is not round. It is the flat. And you know, when we observe any plant, we can see numerous or large number of leaves. You can see the stem and branches comparatively very less only, but you can see numerous large number of leaves are there in any plant. Clear? Yes. So the leaves are, they are thin, flat and numerous. These are the main important thing about the plant. Leaves are thin, they are flat and they are numerous. Leaves are there in any plant. And the leaves are arranged in such a way, just observe this plant, you can see numerous uncountable leaves are there, isn't it? So when we observe this plant, we can see that the leaves are arranged in such a way that each leaf should get the sunlight. That's very important. When we observe any plant, you can, even though it has got many leaves or few leaves, they are arranged in such a manner that every leaf should get what? Enough sunlight. Who can tell me why the leaf should get enough sunlight? Yes, what does the leaf do? Yes, the leaf is the kitchen, that we already know that. So for preparing the food, leaf need what? Sunlight. As we need what? Gas stove or the oven, and we need fire for cooking, isn't it? Likewise, the plants, they need what? The heat or light from the sun. Light from the sun is very much important for the plants for preparing the food. So for that, each and every leaf should get the sunlight. And each and every leaf is preparing the food, isn't it? So if all these leaves are preparing the food, you know the plant will get enough food. And that energy level will be also more, and they can survive for so many years or so many days, depending upon the amount of energy that is stored in the plant. Clear? If in our body, if enough energy is not there, we feel so tired, isn't it? For that, if we consume normal balanced diet, no, we feel always energetic. Likewise, the plant, enough leaves are there and they prepare the food in all the leaves. So, because they get the direct sunlight. Clear? Yes. So, the plant's leaves are thin, flat and numerous. And each and every leaf should get what? Enough sunlight. So, now we can discuss about the important parts of a leaf. What are the parts of a leaf? See, the leaf, the leaf is another plant I will show. See the part of the plant, so the part of the leaf that is attached to the stem. Hope it is clear. See, I will pluck and show you that. This is the part. See, this is the part of the leaf that is attached to the stem. You can see in another leaves also. Yes, this is the part. Okay, this is the part of the plant that is attached to the stem or the branches, and that part is known as the stalk of the plant. It is known as the pedicel. Very, very important term. Stalk is this part is known as the stalk of the leaf, and that stalk of the leaf, it is known as the pedicel. Clear? Yes. Then observe the leaf again. You can see lines there. Hope it is clear. Here also, just observe this leaf. I could see that you can see numerous lines are there. Am I right? Yes. These are known as the veins. These are the lines that we can see. The leaf, they are known as the veins. What are they? Veins of the leaf. And the veins of the leaf, you can see there, we can see the xylem and phloem. Who can tell me what are the xylem and phloem? Yes, xylem carries the water and minerals. And what about the phloem? Yes, they carry the food materials prepared by the leaves. So in the leaves we can see the xylem and phloem very clearly in the form of these veins. Of course, the xylem and phloem are seen in the stem as well as the root. But you know that it is in inner, so we cannot see it from outside. But in the case of leaf, we can see very clearly in the veins. So here you can see that, see, so the veins are there and the veins represent the xylem and phloem. So the food that is prepared in the leaves, it is carried through these veins and see it passes through this stalk or otherwise known as what? Pedicel, and it reaches the stem. Inside the stem also what is there? Xylem and phloem is there, then it will move downwards. Clear? This is the way how which the transportation takes place, and similarly the root absorb water and minerals, and through the xylem the water is carried and it reaches the pedicel, and through the pedicel it reaches the leaf. So the xylem and phloem is the throughout the plant, stem, root as well as what? Flower also. All the part is having what? The xylem and the phloem. So in the in the leaf it can be seen very clearly the xylem and the phloem, and you know and it is attached, the xylem and phloem will connect to the pedicel. I hope it is clear, to the pedicel, and through that it come in contact with the xylem and phloem of the stem. Clear? So this is about the second part, that is the veins. And another thing, you know that this is the flat part. Flat part of the leaf, it is known as the leaf blade. Leaf blade, or otherwise known as what? Another important term, leaf blade, or otherwise known as the lamina. This flat part of the leaf, it is known as the leaf blade or the lamina. So these are the main three parts of the leaf. That is the stalk of the leaf, it is known as the pedicel, and the way, you know, the lines that we can see here, they are known as the veins, and the flat part of the leaf, it is known as the leaf blade or the lamina. Clear? So these are the main three important parts of the leaf, and you know the veins, actually they are the xylem and the phloem. Clear? Xylem for the transportation of water and minerals, and phloem help in the transportation of what? Food. Clear about the structure of the leaf? Okay. Then as you know that the leaf is having what? Different types of what? Veins are there. So the arrangement of veins in the leaf, it is known as what? A term is there, arrangement of veins in the leaf. Arrangement of veins. Arrangement of veins, it is known as what? Venation. What is it? It is venation. Arrangement of veins. And when we observe different types of leaf, you can see here arrangement is there, here also arrangement. I will show another leaf. See, observe this leaf. Just compare these two leaves and tell me, are these two leaves similar or different? Just observe it carefully. Arrangement of veins, I am asking you. Are these two different or the same? Observe this. You could see some branching veins, isn't it? Hope it is clear. We could see some, designs or the branching veins are seen in this type of leaf. What about here? Can you see any branches, or can you see any branches here? You know, this is a line, isn't it? Just observe the leaf very carefully. We can see only line. This is parallel. The vein is only in a parallel or the straight line. Hope it is clear. So in these two leaves, the arrangement of veins are entirely different. Here you can see the branched veins, branched in the branched manner only here. Here you can see it is in the parallel or the straight. So we can give them two different names. Don't you want to know it? Yes. So this arrangement, it is the branched veins. It is known as what? Branched veins. The veins are branched. We can call them as what? Reticulate venation. If the veins are arranged in the form of branches, it is known as what? Reticulate venation. If the veins are in the form of parallel veins, if you could see parallel veins, it is known as what? Parallel parallel venation. This is the reticulate venation. Why it is reticulate venation? Because the veins are arranged in the form of what? Branched. I will show this also. You know, this also branched. Another leaf I will show you. See, observe this. This also what? Branched, isn't it? So almost all the leaf or the plant that we see around us, they belong to which group? They almost all plants, they have the branched or what? Reticulate venation. Clear? And you know, you have studied about taproot and the fibrous root. What is taproot? Yes, main thick root surrounded by what? Smaller roots. And all the taproot plant, they produces or they have which type of venation? They have reticulate venation. All the taproot plant, they have reticulate venation and they produce which type of seed? Yes, dicot seed. These three are related. Taproot, reticulate venation, dicot. Taproot, dicot, reticulate venation. And in the case of fibrous root plant, you know, maize, then grasses, etc., they all have which type of venation? Parallel venation. Just observe any grass that you see in your area, then you could see that they all have the venation like this only. This is the parallel venation, and this parallel venation, of course, they all are what? Monocot. Clear? So this is about the leaf and the venation. Then we can move on to the another structure that we can see in the leaf. Of course, it is not, we cannot see it like this. Under the microscope, we can see another important part in the leaf, or we can see some small holes are there, or pores we can see. Some holes are there in the leaf. It can be observed only under the microscope. Some holes can be seen there, and these small holes are known as what? Very, very important thing, stomata. These small holes are known as what? Stomata. Clear? And who can tell me what are the functions? For what is the function of this stomata? You know that for the preparation of food, plants need what? Carbon dioxide. Am I right? Yes. So this carbon dioxide, from where does the plant gets this carbon dioxide? Yes, from the atmosphere. So through this small pores known as stomata, we have the nose to take in the oxygen, isn't it? We have the nose. But these plants, they do not have the nose to take the gas, or for releasing the gas, they do not have the nose. Instead of the nose, they have what? Small openings are there, we cannot see. Under the microscope only it is clear. So small holes are there in the surface of the leaf. That is known as what? Stomata. So through this stomata, the exchange of gases takes place. They take in the oxygen and they give out the carbon dioxide when they respire. When they respire, during respiration only, you know, as we all know, all the living organisms, they need oxygen for respiration. And for the preparation of food, these plants, they need what? Carbon dioxide. So this gaseous exchange takes place through this small opening known as the stomata. The stomata will be opened to allow the gas to enter. That is the exchange of gases. First function of stomata, it is the exchange of gases. Another one, you know that when the plants get more water than it needs. Sometimes if you know, when we water the plants, sometimes we may give more water. Okay. Sometimes no, during rainy season also they may are getting enough water. So the excess water will be there in the plant. So what happens? If excess water is there, what will happen to the plant? Yes, they will get what? Damaged or decayed, isn't it? So to avoid that, the excess water will be evaporated. Who can tell me what is meant by evaporation? Yes, changing of water into vapor form. So if excess water, if more water is there in the plant, it will be released through what? Stomata. Another important function, and that process is known as what? Transpiration. What is transpiration? Loss of water in the form of loss of water in the form of water vapor. Loss of water in the form of water vapor, and this process is known as what? Transpiration. So stomata plays a very important role in what? Gaseous exchange and also in what? Transpiration. It can be asked for one mark question. What is transpiration? What is transpiration? It is nothing. It is a loss of water in the form of what? In the form of water vapor. We cannot able to see it, but doing one experiment, it will be very clear to us that plants also loses water. When we boil the water, we all know when we close the bowl, when we take the bowl outside, we could see that the vapor stuck to the the lid, and you know it changes into water. Similarly, we can do an experiment to prove that plants also perform transpiration, that is excess of water will be released to the atmosphere by the process in the form of water vapor. So that is also done by what? Stomata, even though it is not visible to our naked eyes. It's very small pores. There's a stomata cell, isn't it? Very small opening only and covered by guard cells, that you will discuss later, not in this year. Okay, now next classes you will discuss about the guard cells and all. Now you just understand stomata is a small opening that help in the exchange of gases, that's taking in of oxygen and giving out of carbon dioxide during respiration, taking in of carbon dioxide and giving out of oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Hope this stomata is clear, right? Okay, now we can move on to the main functions of the leaf. We had already discussed about the functions now itself. Who can tell me what are the functions of the leaf? First function, you know the leaf is in which color? Leaf is in which color? Green color, isn't it? Almost all the leaves are green in color. And who can tell me why this leaf is in green color? Who can tell me the answer? It is because of a coloring pigment or coloring substance in the leaf. It is known as what? Chlorophyll. It is because of the coloring pigment. You know our blood is in which color? Red color. Why the blood is in red color? Because it has got a coloring pigment known as hemoglobin. Similarly, the leaf, it is in green in color. It is because of the coloring pigment known as what? Chlorophyll. So what is function of this chlorophyll? You know, for the preparation of food, plants need sunlight, isn't it? So it's a main function of the chlorophyll. It is to trap the sunlight. What does the chlorophyll do? It traps the sunlight. That is it. The main function of the chlorophyll is to trap the sunlight. Trapping the sunlight. It is a main function of the chlorophyll. What does it do? It traps the sunlight or പിടിച്ചു വയ്ക്കുക. That's the main function of the chlorophyll, because in the presence of sunlight only plants can prepare the food. If the fire is needed, there only we can prepare the food, or if heat energy is needed for the preparation of food, as far as we are concerned also. Similarly, the plants also need what? Heat or light energy for the preparation of food. So who is taking that responsibility? Yes, the chlorophyll present in the leaves, they trap the sunlight for the preparation of food. So how does this plant prepare the food? You know that plants trap the sunlight. Then for preparing tea, what all things we need? Yes, water, milk, tea dust, sugar, then fire, of course. So these are the main 4 ingredients. For black tea, no, don't want the milk. If without tea, don't want sugar. But main 2 things are needed. It may be water as well as what? Tea dust. Isn't it? Yes. So for preparing the food, plants also need so many ingredients are needed. That is sunlight, of course. Then what? Water. Water and minerals. Water and minerals. Okay. From where they get the water? Yes, we discussed about it in the last class. Yes, root absorb the water and through the xylem the water reaches the leaf. Yes. Then one more thing, the ingredient or the one more thing is necessary for the preparation of food by the plants. Yes, it is the carbon dioxide. It is the carbon dioxide. It is short form carbon This is the carbon dioxide. So these are the three ingredients, three substances that are needed for the preparation of food by the plants. What are they? Sunlight, water and minerals, and the carbon dioxide. And what they prepare? They produce the food in the form of sugar. You know, the carbohydrate in our body, the food is stored for carbohydrate. We are preparing carbohydrate, main energy. Similarly, in the case of plants, they need sugar. Sugar is also a type of what? Carbohydrate. The food, that starch, is also a type of carbohydrate that we can discuss later. Now you understand, sunlight plus water and minerals and carbon dioxide. Plants prepare the food, and which type of food they are preparing? It is the sugar, and that process is known as, who can tell me? You are familiar with this term, photosynthesis. That process, it is known as what? Photosynthesis. In the presence of sunlight, plants prepare food with help of water and minerals and carbon dioxide. And what is produced? It is the sugar, and that process is known as what? Photosynthesis. Clear? Preparation of food with the help of sunlight, chlorophyll, of course, with chlorophyll only trap the sunlight. Then what is produced? Then with the help of water and minerals and carbon dioxide, plants prepare the sugar, and that process is known as what? Photosynthesis. So main function, or the first function of plant, it is what? Sorry, first function of leaf, it is what? It is the performing photosynthesis. First function of plant, it is the performing which process? Photosynthesis. That's the main function of the plant. And one more function is served by the plant. That also we discuss now. Exchange of gases. Which part of the plant is responsible for exchange of gases and transpiration? What is transpiration? Loss of water in the form of water vapor. So the second function of plants is, it is the transpiration, and of course we can say it's the exchange of gases also. Exchange of gases. These are the main functions performed by the leaves. First one is that it is the photosynthesis, that is the preparation of food. Second one is what? It is transpiration. Along with that, we can include what? Exchange of gases. And which part is responsible for it? Exchange of gases and transpiration. Yes, it is the stomata. Stomata are small pores seen on the surface of the leaf, and it helps in the exchange of gases. And when the stomata is open only, exchange of gases as well as transpiration takes place. Do you know, during summer season, or if the plant does not have enough water, for example, during summer season, then if you are not watering the plants, that time plants, they do not have enough water. So in such a situation, if the stomata is open, all the water will be lost. I will tell you an example. You know, during extremely hot climatic condition, if you go out for PT without drinking water and you play outside, you know, sun is shining like anything, you are feeling extremely hot, and you are just running in the ground or playing some games for 2 hours continuously. What may happen, sometimes you may fall down because your body does not have enough water that time. So if you feel, sometimes you may faint or you may feel so tired. Same manner, the plants also, if they do not have enough water, definitely, if that we cannot keep the plant inside if it is if the climate is too hot. So the plants, they tend to lose water. In that situation, what does this stomata do? They close that opening. If the opening is there only, it will be what happen? If the stomata opens only, water as well as the exchange of gases takes place. The stomata closes. It's very nice technique performed by the stomata, then it can protect the plant. So that is about the stomata, are the main two functions of the plant: transpiration and the photosynthesis. So as we discussed, that the plants are almost green in color, isn't it? Yes, that we discussed about. So not plants, leaves are green in color. Then just observe this leaf. Is this green in color? If green color is not there, how can they prepare the food? Don't think that green color is not there in this leaf. This leaf also has got green color. Then you may ask, then why this leaf is not in green color? You know, this color, you know, this is a purplish color. It mask means what? Green color nekattum koodal ee color aayathukondu plants, they do not look the leaves, they do not look which color, green color. Then green color undu, but this color is more. അതുകൊണ്ട് green color പുറത്തോട്ട് കാണുന്നില്ല എന്ന് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. Then here also, you know, this leaf you can see, you know, yeah, green color as well as what another color is also there. You know, spinach, chira, there also two types of spinach, green as well as red color. Don't think that red color spinach, they do not have what, you know, chlorophyll. It also has chlorophyll. But you know what? This reddish color mask മറ്റേ ഗ്രീൻ കളറിനെ അടിച്ചമർത്തിയിട്ട് ഈ കളറാണ് പുറത്തോട്ട് വരുന്നത്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഓൺലി തിങ്. എല്ലാ ലീവ്സിലും വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദെയർ? ഓൾ ദ ലീഫ് ഈസ് ഹാവിംഗ് വാട്ട്? chlorophyll. Whether the color is green or yellow or white, any other color, you should understand that all the leaf has got what? Chlorophyll. If chlorophyll is not there, no other color can absorb the sunlight or trap the sunlight. Red color or any other color, they cannot trap the sunlight. Only which color can trap the sunlight? Only the green color. So I hope it is clear. Okay. So as we discussed about the stem and the root, this leaf also has some extra functions. Leaf also has got what? Some extra functions. And for performing that extra functions, leaf should undergo, yes, that is modification. That is leaf modification. Leaf modification. Okay, so you know that leaves are modified first to store food. You can see the picture of onion leaf here. Okay, you know onion, the part of the leaf that is seen above the ground, it is green in color. Above the ground it is green in color, and the part that is seen inside the ground, it is white color, and they are thick and fleshy. So this onion, the leaf is storing the food. You all have seen the onion, isn't it? Only. So here the leaf is storing the food, and the part that is in above the ground, that is in green color, and the part that is in under the ground, that is like whitish purplish like whitish color, and that part is thick and fleshy because food storage is there. Clear? Okay. Next one, to prevent loss of water. Just observe the cactus plant. You know about the cactus, isn't it? Can you see leaves there? No. Then what else you see there? Spines. Why the leaves are changed into spines? Yes, to prevent the loss of water. You know cactus plant, they can be seen in the desert area. That you all are familiar with the cactus plant. At least you have seen the pictures that, and some of you have seen it straight also. So the cactus plant, you know which part of the cactus plant is preparing the food? Yes, it is the stem. You know stem is thick and fleshy. So here also you know what happened? If the leaves are there, what will happen? As we discussed, leaves has got stomata, then the water will be lost. In desert area, as we all know, water availability is very, very less. So it is the mechanism is there in that cactus plant to reduce the leaves into spines. Clear? Yes. That, and also one more advantage is there. The spines, if spines are there, it gives protection from the, yes, attack of other animals. You know when, desert area also animals are there. If they see the fleshy cactus plant, they may have the tendency to come and eat that plant. If numerous spines are there, who will come and eat the plant? Will anyone go? Can we go near the cactus plant? No. So likewise, that to protect itself from eaten by other animals, protect itself from eaten by other animals. The cactus plant, the leaves are reduced to spines. So the leaves, to prevent loss of water, leaves are modified into what? Spines. Okay, leaves are modified into spines to prevent the loss of water. Next one, you can see that leaves modified to provide extra support. To provide extra support, you have seen the pea plant. You know that the pea plant, the stem is a climber. the pea plant, the stem is thin and it is not powerful. It cannot stand erect. It always needed support. You can look at the board. Picture is here. So you know that what happened, the leaf is changing into what? Tendrils. You have seen in the case of stem tendrils, we had already discussed about it. Bitter gourd, and grapevine and all. The stem is becoming the tendril. Our stem change but in the case of this pea plant, here not the stem, leaf is becoming the tendrils. Clear? The leaf becomes the tendrils in the case of pea plant. There is another modification of what? Leaf modified to provide what? Extra support. So 3 functions very clear, I hope. Yes. Now we can move. One more function is served by the leaf, or one more modification is there. Leaves are modified to trap insects. Trap insects. You can see it here. Typical example, pitcher plant. You know that plants that are growing in the mineral deficient, mineral deficient, for the plant growth, plants need both water and minerals. If minerals are not the enough amount in the soil, plants, they cannot prepare the food. So they won't get enough minerals also. So they, in such plants, they eat the insects. The plants, we know that they are producers, we all know it, isn't it? But some plants, because they don't get enough minerals from the soil, so they want to search for the minerals by themselves. So they trap the insects. Such plants are known as what? Insectivorous plants. So as already said, they are living in mineral deficient soil. So they wanted more mineral also for the preparation of the food. So for that purpose only, it doesn't mean that they want to kill the insects and eat. It's just for their preparation of food only. These insectivorous plants, they feed the insects. And then also this leaf is modified. It is not the flower, it's a leaf is modified to form what? Pitcher. That pitcher, the thing that is used for carrying the water. You can on the board you can see it very clearly. So that pitcher, and when insects come and sit on that, there's a pitcher flap. Flap means what? Covering. So when it's like this, when insect, the nectar is there inside the flower. So what happened, when the insects come and sit on the flower to eat the nectar, is to suck the nectar, immediately what happened, the flap get closed. So the poor insect will be trapped inside. If we keep our finger also, same thing happens. It will be closed and our finger also will be there. So of course we have another hand to open that flap and we can release our finger. Insects they do not have any other option. So when they come and sit on the this flower to suck the nectar, immediately the flap will get closed. That's a leaf only, leaf modification. The flap get closed and the insect will be trapped inside the flower and it will be eaten by the plant. So that is about the insectivorous plants. To satisfy their mineral need only, they eat or they trap the insects. As we all know, all the plants are, they do not depend on any other organism. But one exception, it is the insectivorous plant like the pitcher plant and the Venus flytrap. These two are the main examples of insectivorous plants that feed on the insects. Clear? For what? For satisfying their mineral deficiency, as they are living in mineral deficient. Deficient means what? Corval. So they are living in mineral deficient soil, to satisfy their mineral deficiency, they feed on what? Insects. So these are the main 4 modifications of the leaf. Leaf modified to store food. You had already seen in the case of onion plant. Next one, leaves modified to reduce the loss of water, that you had seen in the case of cactus. Spines are there. Next one, leaves modified to form the tendrils to coil around the support. You had seen in pea plant. The tendrils, they the leaf will become the tendrils and they coil around the support. The case of stem, we had already discussed, bitter gourd and all. Here the stem is becoming the tendril, but here the leaf is becoming the tendril and they coil around the support. Clear? Coil means what? To grow. Otherwise the stem is very thin, they cannot stand straight. Next, about the last modification, to trap the insects. So the leaf is modified to become the flap. Then when the insect come and sit on the flower to suck the nectar, they will be trapped inside and they will be eaten by the plant. So that is about the modifications. So today we have discussed about the leaf, and you know leaf is flat, thin, and numerous leaves are there. And we discussed about the structure of the leaf. What are they? Leaf blade or the flat portion is known as the lamina. The part where the leaf is attached is known as the stalk. And we could see the veins or the designs on the leaves. They are known as the or lines. They are known as the veins. And we there we could see xylem and phloem. And we also discussed about the arrangement of leaves. It is known as veins. It is known as the venation. Two types of venation we discussed: reticulate and parallel venation. And you know about the stomata. Through the stomata, it is small pore, gaseous exchange takes place, and the transpiration also. And there then main two functions performed by the leaves, that is photosynthesis, preparation of food, and next one it is the transpiration. And next we discussed about the different modification, leaf modification to store food, to reduce the loss of water, to next one to provide support, and finally to trap the insects. So with this we come to the end of this class. As I used to say every time, read the textbook thoroughly, do the exercises. Yes, until we meet in the next class, it's bye from me. Take care, my dears. Be safe at home. Okay.